Back on ABC24 this week to talk about Shelby County Clerk Wanda Halbert. Specifically, where is Wanda? She has not appeared before the County Commission as requested at least 2 times. She hasn't spoken to any TV station or newspaper that I'm aware of. And nonetheless, we keep hearing bad things about what's going on and how she's managed her office. First of all, from a fellow Democrat. Let's hear from Shelby County trustee Regina Newman this week.
Don't match the prior ones, don't know why they don't match the prior ones, have new errors that the other ones didn't have. The refunds are listed on the bottom rather than each category. The discrepancy in the amount of the clerk's fees now appears on 2 different reports than it appeared before because they go to 2 different places. So they're going to 2 different funds.
In other words, it's a mess. And specifically, the addition of the wheel tax, which is to help get financing through for school construction and Regional 1, and they don't know where the money's going. We're talking millions of dollars. Something I learned this week is that second only to the collection of property taxes are revenues that come into the county clerk's office, and it's a mess. She claimed this week that it's all fine, it's good, and then Regina Newman said, actually, no, it's not. It's worse. When you fixed it, you made it worse. The state auditors are in town last week. They're going to come back this week, apparently. You had State Comptroller Jason Mumpower saying she's incompetent, and yet we have nothing from her. I'll start with you on this one, Susan.
Well, she can't go before the commission or any other committee and answer questions because Wanda probably just doesn't know the answer to these questions. She absolutely, clearly, to us, doesn't know what she's doing. You know, what is left for us to say about Wanda Halbert? I mean, this is a woman who has shot herself in the foot so many times, it's a wonder she even has any toes left. I mean, she absolutely has made a mess of things. I know Wanda. I've always liked Wanda, but every time I read something or hear something about Wanda Halbert, she's made a bigger mess in the clerk's office. And I want to ask a question. What does it take to be a good clerk? And Wanda came in this office knowing nothing. She was elected by name recognition only.
As are most clerks.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Let me give you an example. Many years ago, Jimmy Moore was a city councilman. He had a lot of name recognition. He was elected to the circuit court clerk's office. He said, I don't know what to do. He didn't know. So what did he do? He went and hired the best person he could as a CAO to run that office. He kept all the veterans in place, and he went and played golf. And the clerk's office ran well.
Well, I mean, good for him, but that's not exactly what I think taxpayers have in mind.
Not what we were hoping.
Well, you show me. I tell you, another clerk who's doing a great job is Heidi Kuhn. She's doing a very good job in the clerk.
Hands-on.
And she's hands-on.
Yeah.
So,
well, Wanda's hands-on too. She's just rubbing a lot of her staff the wrong way. They're quitting, and she's in a pickle for sure.
But the same model works for Heidi as it did for Jimmy. Yeah. Heidi has a strong staff of people.
That's right.
Kevin Phipps and that team down there, they do a great job. They're well connected to the community. And so Heidi came in and inherited a great team. Mm-hmm. Now, to Wanda, okay, let's be honest here. When we start talking about millions of dollars in wheel tax money, not quite in the right place, or we don't know where it is. Mm-hmm. It's already a tax that we are a little bit just burnt out from.
There's no more polarizing tax in Shelby County.
No more polarizing tax in Shelby County. And so I think it's important for us to shift our attention to say, show us where the money resides, where the money resides, where the money resides. Where is it? And we need to be able to make some decisions about moving forward with some major projects. Wheel tax dollars are supposed to help fund 2 major things that we are aware of, Regional 1 health as well as the schools. We're talking about older, sick people and young kids. Mm-hmm. Why should they be competing, and why should we even be saying where are the dollars for these 2 groups of people? We should definitely get on top of this and push it forward. And I think whatever Jason Mumpower needs to do at this point, it's merited.
Well, before we get to you, Otis, let's listen to Commissioner Mick Wright, who is about as exasperated as anybody I know on the county commission over this.
The auditors are there, and I'm sure she has her hands full with that. I guess the problem is that we have a budget to prepare, and so we need those numbers ASAP from the clerk's office. And so it is frustrating to hear when she's not appearing as scheduled. I don't know if we have another month to spare. The questions are endless with the county clerk. I've really well beyond the end of my rope with this whole situation.
And that really is something we also should touch on, is this mess that she has created is holding the entire county budget hostage at this point.
Absolutely, it is,
right.
and that's the big problem here. You know, if I were an elected official and somebody like Jason Mumpower said I was incompetent, I would come out and say, no, I'm not incompetent, and here's why I'm not incompetent. We haven't heard a word from her, as you said. So she must be incompetent.
Well, she blamed the software, and then she came out with the statement, I fixed it. I mean, she didn't. She made it worse.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
She doesn't know what she's doing. So here's what should happen if the county commission does not get
Please
any
tell
answers.
us, Otis.
The comptroller has done it before. Come in and take total control of it. If you have to have some local people to help you take control of it, just take control of the office. The comptroller's office took control of Mason, Tennessee. The comptroller's office threatened to take over when we had the pension problems here in Shelby County.
Didn't Janet Hooks didn't she go in there and
She-
try to straighten things out at one time before?
Yes, she did last year.
Things got a little better for a while.
And it got a little bit better,
Yeah.
but then Janet wasn't
Janet's died.
in the best of health
Right.
at that time.
Right.
So, but now it's gone back to where it was. I invite Jason Mumpower and his people to come in, just take over the office and find out, bring your auditors in, let them stay here and do the job so we'll know what our finances are in the county, in the clerk's office, so we can help the county.
6 months ago, I would have disagreed with you. I don't now. I think we're at that critical juncture now that we do need to see action, and we do need to know where the dollars are so we can make some budget decisions moving forward.
Taxpayers deserve better.
So if you want to know why we're not respected in Nashville, look
This
at
kind of-
Wanda
Yeah,
Halbert's
there's another-
office.
Well,
And
no,
wait a
we
minute,
can't
wait a
put it
minute.
all on one.
Well,
No, we're not
no,
putting
but
it all
it's
on one.
perfect. It's a
example.
But it's
perfect
just an
example
example.
why.
Okay. It's
You know,
it's
and
a
the
part
other,
of
the
problem.
lesson we learned from all of this is you get who you vote for.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't know who you're voting for, if you're just voting for a name on the ballot, you're taking a big risk, and that's what happened.
And we're also learning what a joke it is having so many of these elected positions for clerk.
Oh, yeah.
Especially this one, because this one is serious stuff. It has a lot of contact with the average taxpayer and collects millions and millions of dollars in revenue. And if you don't have a competent person running it,
We
it
knew
becomes a
she
farce.
was not competent before she was elected the second time,
Oh, yeah.
and then she was elected.
Yeah.
On politics alone, she was elected.
Yeah.
Time's running from me real quickly. We got to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the situation with the school board in just a moment.